Hello, Sunshine Fam. I wanted to give you a little update here. I'm trying to get my little hamster used to me. I'm sorry that the shot is so bad. I don't have a lot of room on my table here to show you. But I'm trying to get him used to being handled a little bit. And as you can see, I'm wearing a winter glove here, because that way, if he bites the glove and not my hand. And that's probably the best way. You gotta make sure that they don't escape. It's probably the best way to teach your hamster to get handled. So I've been able to pet him a little bit, and he's still, as you can see, he's still a little skittish around me. He just woke up, so of course he's going to be even more skittish, but as you can see, I can kind of get underneath him. And I know you guys are probably wondering what his name's going to be. And I'll tell you that in just a second. I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit. I have been able to pet him a little bit without the glove on, but I have to make sure that he's distracted by other things, like when he eats his food. So this is his little cage, and you can see he's trying to dig his way out. He says, "No, I don't want to be handled." He's probably biting right now, but I don't feel it because it's on the glove here. He's like pushing the glove away. He's slowly getting used to me though. So you can kind of see I don't have wood chips in here for him. I'm going to ask you to pardon the camera work here for a second, because I got to move it over here. One second, I'm just going to put him back in his little hide here very carefully so I don't smash him. Okay. Pardon the bad camera work, sorry. Let me see if I can get him to come up on top here. I did get him a couple other things here for his cage. As you can see, the hide back there. I don't know how well you can see that. Let's see if I can move this up here a little bit. It's like a little tree stump. And he likes to hide, obviously he likes to hide in it. And then hamsters do like to chew on things. So I got him what looks like a cupcake, but it's actually paper. I can kind of show you. He's down on the floor now, or on the ground. So it's paper. It's not a real cupcake. It looks like a real cupcake, but it's not. So he chews on that. And I got him a little ball here that lights up, which is kind of cool. I don't know how well that's going to show up, but it's got little purple lights on it. And the nice thing about that is the lights don't really bother the inside. You can kind of see it does shine a little bit on the inside, but most of it's on the outside. I don't usually, when I put him in it, I don't put the lights on it, because I don't want to blind him. But he's down there in his little hide. It's kind of hard to see because the drawer here is a little bit tinted. And he's got like a little water bottle up on top here, and he's got his food over there, and a little wheel in there. And then what I bought for him is I bought him this plastic container. I haven't obviously used it with him yet. And I also bought him another kind of hide here that are stairs, but you can see he can kind of crawl around in there. And there's little stairs that he can go up on top, but I haven't used this yet because I just haven't had the chance to do it because I've been working so much. So you're probably wondering what his name is. Well, I have, sorry about the bad camera work here. I went to my Facebook page, my real name Facebook page, to take a poll. And I had several people come up with names for him, including myself and Silver Star. And the names that came up, hang on just one second, let me get to my page here. So the names that came up on the original page were, whoops, sorry, I'm not very well organized today. Let me move this over this way. Okay, so I said I'm taking a poll, and this was on October 18th. A week ago, I got a little golden Syrian hamster, male. I have yet to pick out a name for him. Below is a list of suggestions, so if you could leave a comment as to which name you like best, the one with the most votes will be his name. So I originally came up with Spunky because I did like a Google search of, what a good male hamster name would be. I was hoping for a female, but they didn't sell female pets at PetSmart. So I came up with Spunky. Shamter was one of them. It's basically the letters of hamster mixed up a little bit. Tawny, Cosmo, Master H, which again was hamster mixed up, and Dusky. So a lot of people were writing in to what they liked. And so I had Dusky, Shamter, Dusky, then one for Cosmo. So about a week later or so, 4 days ago, I said, okay, folks, final round on this poll. I'll give you till Sunday evening to get your votes in. It's too close to call, so please, only one vote per person. It's narrowed down to Dusky or Shamter, Shamter, not Shamter. No encouraging others to vote the way you do either, Silver Star. Ready? Go. So then I had 14 comments on this one. So it was Dusky, Shamter, Dusky. And then a friend of mine said, I've got a new name. How about Hero the hamster? And if he's naughty, you can call him Zero. But they also liked Cosmo too. So I said, hey, I like this person's suggestion, even though it's not one of the two. Anyone else like Hero? So 2 other people voted for Hero. Well, I also asked people not on Facebook to give me their ideas of what his name should be, if it should be Dusky or Shamter. So Silver Star will be pleased to know Dusky won out. So you can stop cheering so loud, Silver Star. I can hear you through the camera. So stop laughing too. So my hamster's name is going to be Dusky. Now, granted, it is my hamster, and I could have named him whatever I wanted to, but I kind of wanted to get other people's opinions on what they thought was a cute name. So, as you can see, Dusky and Shamter were kind of neck and neck for a while, and then when I narrowed it down to those 2 names, it went more toward Dusky than towards Shamter or Hero. So, my hamster's name is going to be Dusky. So, who you saw is Dusky. So, hamsters, not a lot of people know about hamsters. They just think they're a rodent, they're kind of gross, whatever. They're creepy. But I've had hamsters in the past, mostly female. Silver Star, maybe you can help me by putting the names of all the hamsters that we had down below. I know we had, most of them were golden Syrians. One was called a teddy bear hamster. It was kind of a long-haired hamster. And her name was Pixie. And Pixie had escaped the house, or the cage one time. I think I may have told you that story, where she ended up in the wall for 3 days. And we ended up getting her back, thankfully. And she was fine. And we made sure that we covered the cage very well so that she couldn't escape again. So it was a very tall fish tank that I had her in, with like a netting, kind of like a screen for a top. And somehow she escaped it. I have no idea how, because I don't think that we had anything like the stairs I have in the plastic container here. I don't think we had anything that was tall enough for her to reach on. And because it was a glass fish tank, I didn't think that she'd be able to get out. But somehow she escaped the fish tank, and we got her back 3 days. She ended up in the walls. We were in an apartment building, and somehow she ended up in the walls. And we got her back safe and sound. And so that's the story of Pixie. I know we also had a hamster named Jennifer. Can't think of what the other names of the hamsters were. Goldie, I think, was another one. But some of the names that were being thrown at me were more kind of female names, and so I didn't really know what to name him. So his name is Dusky. So hamsters only live to be about 2 years old. One of the hamsters, I think it was the first one that we had, we were told to put wood chips in as for bedding, but the wood chips are toxic and caused an upper respiratory infection in my first hamster, and that hamster died like 2-3 months after I got her. And so then we started using this kind of substrate bedding, which is kind of paper. And so that's the best thing to use if you want to get a hamster. Like I said, in order to get your hamster used to petting them or handling them, you want to use heavy gloves because they will bite, and their teeth are very, very sharp. So you want to use a heavy glove so that if they bite the glove until they get used to your scent and they get used to being handled with the glove. What I do is on the top of my cage, you notice that it's open a little bit, and so I put my hand up there so my hamster can get used to my scent. And I do put my hand in there to get him used to my scent. I do it kind of like when you go to pet a dog, you want to show them the back of your hand so that they can smell you and get used to your scent. That's what I kind of do with the hamster so that he can get used to my scent. And I do, like I said, I do pet him when he's got his head in the food bowl and he can't whip around and try to bite me, and he's concentrating on his food rather than on me. So I do pet him barehanded on his back when he's got his head in the food bowl, so he gets used to me petting him and being touched by him with my bare hand. So it's going to take a little while for him to get used to that, but that's another reason why I got the plastic container, so that I don't have to try to keep him from escaping the drawer underneath where he sleeps. And the container is a lot higher, so I can always take that stair thing out and pet him in there, and that way he can't really hide too much in there, and then I can get him used to being handled, and it'll make it easier. So hopefully I can do that a little bit more this weekend. So that's the name of my hamster, is Dusky. He's only going to be with me for about 2 years, unless something happens between now and 2 years. And maybe by that time I will have moved out to California and I can be in a place that I can have a dog. And then I will have a new story with a new pet. I already got the dog's name picked out. I don't have the dog quite yet. I don't know if I'm going to stay with a Lhasa or if I'm going to get something like a Bichon or a Corgi, some kind of a small dog, maybe a Maltese, Shih Tzu maybe. They're very similar to Shih Tzu Lhasas, just a little bit smaller. So we'll see what the future holds, but for right now I can't even have a dog in the apartment because they are very anti-dog. They don't even allow you to pet sit a dog or have a visitor here with a dog. So that's why I got a hamster. They do allow cats, but I'm not a cat person. So in any case, my time is probably about up here. I will be working on the next presidential highlights video this weekend, which will be Ronald Reagan. I haven't written out his information yet, but I'm sure a lot happened during his presidency. I hope you've been enjoying the presidential highlights videos. I do need to get out and do some more Adventures with Chloe videos. For those of you that are new, I know I'm really late in saying this, but for those of you that are new, my name is Chloe. Thank you for finding my channel today. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. Tell me if you like the name Dusky for my hamster. You know, thumbs up, thumbs down on Dusky. I know Silver Mist will be over the moon about that name. So at this point, I'm just going to say, hope you guys have a sunny day. We'll see you guys on the next one. We meaning me and Dusky, and hopefully the next time I can be holding Dusky and you can see him in my hands. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.